Curling inside. Middleton. Tobias Harris with a piece.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. J.R. Smith is going to get a chance at three here. For his career, 73%. Second to three, got it. Almost settles for a 2-of-3 trip. Bledsoe. And the rebound taken down by Harris. Into the front court comes Smith. The lead is 2. Beyond the arc for 3. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Giannis with it up top. He'll run the offense. Here comes the screen. Giannis Antetokounmpo missed his first. That one goes.
Bread and butter. And there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
Sixers have the basketball. Ball to J.R. Smith. For 3, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
To Antetokounmpo. Wide open look, won't go.
And as a shooter, this is when you start to second-guess your shot. You had 3 wide-open shots that you just can't put through the net, but still, keep hunting your shot.
Ball. Has a look. He's looking for that touch.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was his shot.
Matthews to Antetokounmpo. And he'll head to the line.
You got to know your personnel. That's not someone you want to send to the line for a free 2.
Giannis Antetokounmpo at the line for 2 shots. A career 74% free throw shooter. And he connects on the first free throw. So he hits the first, misses the second. To Ball. Fires the 3. Lonzo Ball hits the tough shot. The defender played it well. Lonzo strikes.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up the 3.
Giannis shoots. Deep 2 there, won't go.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Bledsoe with it up top. Right now, down 7. Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
And I love the smile.
No, I'll just keep recording. Fuck it. I'm gonna go stream.
Brook Lopez at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. For his career, 78% at the line. Unable to connect on the free throw. To J.R. Smith. Here's a chance from long range. Won't go down for J.R. Smith. Defense was all over him from long range. Not done yet. Embiid to Ball. 4-3. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Now the Bucks going to signal for a timeout as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Joel Embiid swats it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
To Embiid. Has a chance. Harris's shot won't go.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Joel Embiid. Oh, that's out.
Out of here. It always looks cool, but guess what? You're still on D.
Bledsoe. Now a steal by Philly. Oh, he got there.
That's great hustle getting back on D.
Bledsoe with the basketball. Margins 8 to Adetokunbo. Over to the right side. Middleton buries the trifecta.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
Lonzo Ball with the rock. Turns and slams it down.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
To Bledsoe. Lopez doesn't have the touch. No good.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Bledsoe with it up top. They trail by 7. To Lopez. Matthews. Great look and vision. Rebound cleared by Philly. To J.R. Smith. The drive right to the basket. Smith shot no good.
See, the defender did a really good job. He stayed down. He didn't go and bite for all the head fakes. He waited until the last second to contest that shot. Way to know the scouting report.
The assist from number 22, Chris Middleton.
To J.R. Smith. Going to launch beyond the arc. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Here comes the screen. No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Scores from the post.
This comes down to great execution both on the offensive and defensive end of the floor. Let's see if they can carry this into the second quarter.
Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Curling inside. Joel Embiid rejects it. Blocked away.
That one's in the 15th row.
Huge denial. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Five on the shot clock for Milwaukee. Hill, his first effort off the mark. To Embiid. Brook Lopez tips it. Joel Embiid. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
This has been a good first quarter for him so far. That wasn't an easy shot, but he was able to knock it down and add to their lead.
Adetokunbo. Short jumper off the mark.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Fires the three. No good. To Hill. Joel Embiid pins it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
To Ball. Joel Embiid. 3 for 4. Good start.
Defenders had no chance on that one. That's why we call it the elite tier.
Now a whistle, and we'll get a timeout called by Milwaukee as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Substitution being made in this one. Adetokunbo to George Hill. It was right there.
One of the best kept secrets in the game. Utilizing a head fake. Get the defender in the air. Crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul. I put that one on you. You went up a little bit lazy.
Now pass stolen by the Sixers. Lets it fly from long range and drills it. Jay, spacing can be a beautiful thing.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Adetokunbo. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
There's nothing the defense could really have done there. That's just a great shot.
To Tobias Harris. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Harris always looking to create a shot, even ones like those.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Lonzo Ball, he made his first effort, but not that time. Bucks at the controls. Hill to Adetokunbo. Joel Embiid, huge block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Ah, rocking the rim.
Whew, I don't think anyone saw this one coming, but it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
Adetokunbo. Slams it down.
Finally something goes their way. I don't think I need to tell you, but this has been a disaster of the first quarter. They just need somebody to get hot, and then they need to come together as a team and get a few stops.
Joel Embiid looking good. 4 for 5.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Count the basket at the rim. Now their head coach signals for a timeout. He'll gather the troops and talk things over. We have both squads set to make some moves right.
All right, let's bring the fire.
Substitutions, Philadelphia. Into the game for the Bucks. Number 6, Eric Bledsoe.
Beyond the arc for 3. Another chance. Short jumper stays out. Quarter comes to an end, and the 76ers have to be feeling good. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things.
Substitutions, Philadelphia. Subbing in for the Milwaukee Bucks. Number 6, Eric Bledsoe.
Bledsoe with the basketball. 14-point deficit. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Had a chance, but it's no good. To Gasol. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
To J.R. Smith for three. That's good D. Shot no good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Bledsoe slams it down. Where did that come from?
It's like he got in an elevator and went to floor 8. And Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend. Every day.
Pick up.
The jumper's off the mark. Bledsoe with it up top. Trailing by 10. Cleans the offense. And a putback slam.
Ed, it's pretty amazing how athletic bigs can be when it comes to getting an easy 2 points, huh?
Short jumper won't go down. Bledsoe with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Al Horford sends it away. That's out. Last touch by Al Horford. Bledsoe. The Bucks with 4 to shoot. Rebound taken by the Sixers.
Hey, lock up.
Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
It can only be one of 2 things here. 1, the defender ran out of gas. Or 2, this dude is just unstoppable.
Here comes the screen. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Al Horford sends it away.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Deep right corner. Fires the 3. That's off the side of the rim. Short.
Oh, yeah, it's me and you.
Cleaning the offensive glass. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it. Here's a chance from long range. That one off the mark. It's no good. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Eric Bledsoe trying to cash in on the 3-point play. For his career, 79% at the line.
Get back. Let's go. Y'all know what time it is. Self-check.
From long range, that's off the side of the rim, no good. To Bledsoe. Shot from the lane won't go.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way.
To Bledsoe. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Bucks basketball. Gasol. He's now 4 for 6.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Everybody pick up, everybody pick up. D up.
Gets it in the left corner. 4-3. Cleans it up. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
Leadership's greatest values occur in between the lines and not necessarily in the box score. And that's the type of leader that Al Horford is. He's the first All-Star free agent to choose Boston in decades. And let me tell you this, the legacy of greatness runs deep in the family. His father, Tito Horford, was the first Dominican basketball player to ever play in the league, which goes to show you why Al has such a great feel for the game.
Nice follow-up on the dunk there. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the entire ball game.
Bledsoe to Gasol. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
There's no better feeling after a game after you had 25-plus assists and you won the game, and everybody recognizes that it's time for their bank accounts to get rewarded.
To J.R. Smith. Stuffs it down with authority.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
To J.R. Smith. Going to launch beyond the arc. Well, with J.R., it can be no, no, no. Yes, when it goes in.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Fires the three. Misfires. It's no good. Oh, he had it. He'll let one fly from half court. That's it. First half has come to an end. And a great start for the 76ers.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The 76ers will start the second half with a decent lead. Clearly, the number of three-pointers these guys scored in the first half was incredible. And if they could keep that up, back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Bucks at the controls.
I got ball.
Antetokounmpo to Middleton. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
I got ball. Pick up.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Free throw good to cap off the three-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. Bledsoe with it up top. He'll run the offense. Joel Embiid with the block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Sixers control it. To Ball.
Just up.
Can't connect.
Match up.
Takes stock of the floor. To Matthews. Joel Embiid snatching it out of the air.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Driving right to the basket. Joel Embiid with a piece.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Add 2 points to the board.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
To Tobias Harris. Lets it fly from long range. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. Middleton to Adetokunbo. No good, and no foul. Harris lets it fly from beyond the arc. It's claimed by Milwaukee. Second effort. Joel Embiid swats it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
To Embiid. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And so many players, when they come into the paint, they come in with that soft approach. He didn't come in soft at all. He came in with aggression, and he went through the defender. Through, not around. That's key.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. To Adetokunbo. Joel Embiid able to recover with the block. That's out. Last touch by Joel Embiid. Bledsoe. To Lopez. Kicks it around the perimeter. From the outside, no good. Ball into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Gets to the basket and scores.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
To Middleton. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Harris. Trying to cash in. Knocks down the first. No good on the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Curling inside to Embiid. Joel Embiid. He's now 5 for 6.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
To Tobias Harris. Beyond the arc for 3. They snuffed it out. Tobias Harris missed it.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Embiid. Can't connect from in close. And scores, plus the foul. Al Horford taking it to the basket. And now with a chance at a 3-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Al Horford at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. Shoots it at 75% for his career. Off the mark at the line. Bledsoe with the basketball. Down a bundle. Split the D there, but he can't get it to drop. Brook Lopez. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Harris. For 3. Won't go down. Bledsoe with it up top. His guys down big. Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
First try at the line, no good. Second one's good. Splits the pair. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. To Ball. Fires the three. Lonzo Ball hits the tough shot. The defender played it well. Lonzo strikes.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion. The backspin, it gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
To Ball. Here's a chance from long range. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line. J.R. Smith is going to get 3 shots here, shooting 66% in this contest. And hits the first free throw. Hits a second, one more coming. Takes advantage of the foul. 3 for 3 at the line. Milwaukee with the basketball. Bledsoe. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with this steal.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's got 2 shots coming, shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Whoa, Chris Middleton. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
From long range. Rebound pulled down by Giannis. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Get back.
To Ball. 4-3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
And the three-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense, you can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
And draws the foul.
And the reality is that good jump shooters know how to get those calls. Overall, though, there's less flopping in the game, which is great. But there's something uncanny about certain players' abilities to get those calls on a regular basis.
First free throw is good. And he makes them both.
That's the bucket. Something more.
Throws it up. Now a steal by Milwaukee.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Bucks take down the board. Joel Embiid rejects it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
It's Embiid. Doesn't get the bounce. Bledsoe with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Free throw up and good, and the lead's back down to 13. Deep right corner. Has a look. That's no good. Jonah Bolden tips it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Fires the three. Taken down by Giannis. Bledsoe with it up top. The deficit now up to 13. Brook Lopez. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
And when the ball gets the defense rotating from side to side, you're bound to find opportunities for each other.
And he buries it.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Grayson Allen, you know he loves a challenge.
Defense, do the math. You force him to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
Bledsoe to Adetokunbo. Rises for the slam. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
The Bucks at the controls. Got it.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Bledsoe with the basketball. The deficit now up to 12. Now preparing to shoot at the line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Eric Bledsoe, a couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 75% so far tonight. First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2. That won't go. It doesn't take a brain surgeon to know that was not a good shot.
Oh, I see how you're playing this chess match. That's what you keep doing defensively. Keep baiting him and luring him into shooting that jump shot. Exploit him.
To Allen. Lets it fly from long range. He was crowded. Grayson Allen off the mark.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Shifting gears, here comes some substitutions.
Visit our team website for more details. Subbing in.
To Embiid. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Adetokunbo to Bledsoe. Shot from the lane won't go. Brunson. Giannis in control of the basketball. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
To Embiid. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Not that time. He missed it. Giannis with it up top. The deficit now up to 5. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Beyond the arc for 3. Jalen Brunson showing off that toughness. Drills the 3.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough 2 rather than an easy 3.
And that's going to get out of bounds. It stays with Milwaukee. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Adetokunbo to Lopez. Oh, emphatic slam.
An easy two. Get back on defense.
Number 34, Giannis Adetokunbo.
Sixers have the basketball. To Embiid. Oh, a lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul. Bledsoe with it up top. The deficit is 6. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
And scores.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
To Brunson. For 3, he missed his first 4 from downtown. He finally gets a 3 to go.
I'm going to tell you what every shooter thinks after he misses 4 in a row. One has to go in eventually.
Jonah.
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Yeah, they're lucky they get the ball back. And the finish at the rim.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
Nice pass to set things up.
The assist from number 2.
Bucks at the controls. Probing the defense. And he finishes at the rim.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Everybody pick up, everybody pick up. Dia.
Rebound taken by Milwaukee. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. That ends the third quarter. The 76ers have the lead. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. Sixers control it. That's out of...
We got this. Let's go.
Substitutions, Milwaukee. Substitutions, Philadelphia.
To Ball. Fires the 3. Won't go down for J.R. Smith. Defense was all over him.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Harris. And counted at the rim.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Giannis in control of the basketball. All even here in the fourth. To Bledsoe. Middleton. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Giannis Adetokunbo at the line for 2 shots. He's shooting 71% so far. First one goes down. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Philadelphia with the basketball. To Ball. Here's a chance from long range. The Bucks clear the rebound. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Giannis with it up top. 2-point advantage. Middleton to Adetokounmpo. Able to convert inside.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
To Ball. It's a big finish.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Bucks basketball to Bledsoe. Here's Lopez down low. Al Horford. Huge block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Pick up, pick up.
Short jumper won't go down. Bledsoe with the basketball. The lead is 2. Adetokounmpo to Lopez.
Believe in you.
Middleton. They have to keep him in their grasp.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Cruises inside for 2.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Giannis in control of the basketball. Up by 3. And he's going to the line to shoot.
No, no, no. I'll tell you. The team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
Misses the first. Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Over to the right side from long range. That's off the side of the rim, short. Al Horford.
Oh, get that out of here.
Message sent, Jay. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs, the strength of his legs, help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Oh, he can't connect. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was a look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
To Middleton. Has a chance. Middleton's shot no good. Horford. To Tobias Harris. Brook Lopez sends it away. That's his 3rd block this evening.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Giannis Adetokounmpo. Shot won't go. To Ball. 4-3. Off the mark. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Adetokounmpo to Bledsoe. They'll get it down low to Lopez. Al Horford with the block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Gets it to go, and the foul.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
We need this. We need this.
Free throw good. He caps off the three-point play, and his group is back up by a point. Giannis with it up top. He'll run the offense. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just gotta let them play, ref.
And he connects on the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Giannis in control of the basketball. His guys now down by a point. Bledsoe slams it down.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called a 40-inch vertical.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. To the rim, lays it up and in.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
To Bledsoe. Middleton. Here's Lopez, down low, to Kevin Huerter. Antetokounmpo. Trying to cash in, wide open. Too easy. You can't give him that look.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
And they called a foul. Felt the breeze there, Jay.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Nope. First one does not go. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Oh, bad pass, and the Bucks have it. That's out of bounds, off of Giannis. To Ball. Going to launch beyond the arc. Lonzo Ball hits the tough shot. The defender played it well. Lonzo strikes. Now the Bucks going to signal for a timeout. They trail by one. Who's it going to be as they get ready for the final shot? Antetokounmpo to Middleton. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket. Sixers call for time. That's their second of the final 3 minutes. No more timeouts left the rest of the game.
The wait is over, fans. We've added more items to our team shops, including the fan favorite throwback jerseys. Get one for yourself before they're all gone.
And the basket good at the rim.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Now a whistle. Now we'll get a timeout called by Milwaukee. It's their second and final one of the last 3 minutes. They cannot stop the clock again. Middleton. It's good. Defense has to pick things up.
They absolutely needed that. Great job by the offense to be poised and create a shot to pull ahead.
Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul. This quarter's in the books. No separation so far. It's all even. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. And we're underway here in the extra period. Ball. Curling inside. Gets a shot up off the mark. Bucks at the controls. Matthews to Bledsoe. Has a look. Gets a look. Followed up. Brook Lopez with the slam.
You see, Ed, that's the advantage of growing up playing with and against a twin. A lot of fights, a lot of physicality, and controlling the glass is everything.
Spins and scores.
Bold. I'm sure his teachers were wondering why he'd do that now. But it worked.
Giannis with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Nothing's going to stop him in pursuit of the basketball. And this will be out of bounds off of Embiid. Bledsoe to Matthews. They'll get it down low to Lopez. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Bledsoe. Finish that. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go. And count the basket.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call.
So we
Let
are
him play.
overtime right now, so
To J.R. Smith. Gets it in the right corner. Has a chance. He had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end.
I mean, this is something everybody can relate to in their lives. It's happened to me while doing broadcasts as well. Sometimes you're physically there, but mentally you're nowhere to be found. We obviously saw one of those same things happen on the court.
Adetokunbo. Here's Lopez. Down low. Ah, the monster stuff. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the entire
you got me
game.
in there being blocked. It won't happen again. And I'm telling you this.
Matthews to Lopez. And they call the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Wesley Matthews has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 82%. Oops, he missed the first one. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. And scores. Strong take.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Bledsoe with it up top. His team up by 1. Cashes in for 2.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
To Tobias Harris. The drive. Right to the basket. Yes. And a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Let's go.
Free throw
44.
is good. He caps off the 3-point play. And this game is all tied up again in overtime. Bledsoe to Middleton. Oh, nice find for the basket.
He's been doing this for years, the physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
You know what time it is.
Tobias Harris trying to cash in on the 3-point